Hi all. In this lecture, we will see dictionary. So in the previous lectures, we have seen list, then we have seen tuples, and also we have seen sets. So this is the fourth such collection data type. We call it as dictionary. So in this lecture, we will be seeing dictionary, how to create a dictionary, how to access the elements in a dictionary, how to add elements in a dictionary, and also how to remove elements from a dictionary. So first of all, we will see what is a dictionary. So in most of the cases, we want to organize information by association. For example, if you want to store some phone book, so it will be, if you are storing in your contact, in your phone contact, you will be giving a name, and you will be storing the mobile number, and also might be storing the email address. So the phone number and the email address is associated with name. So it happens in pairs. It is some pairs. So it is a pair of name, phone number. So we want to associate certain data elements to some other element. For in your dictionary also, if you want to search for some word like apple, you will search from, or if you want to search a word orange, what you will do, you will go to O and you will search for orange. You won't start from the beginning, from A itself. So if you want to search for a particular element, you can do so when you use this dictionary. So if in dictionary, the elements are organized based on association. We will have a key and a value pair. So dictionary associates a set of keys with data values. There will be a key for every element. For every data value, there will be a particular key. So in the case of phone book, the name will be the key, and the phone number will be the data value. So dictionaries are used to store data values in key value pairs. So dictionaries are used to store data values in key value pairs. So this is an example. This is an example of dictionary. Phone equal to braces. We are storing name, phone number, and we are storing another name, phone number. So it is key value pair. So we are using the same symbol that is used in sets. So in sets also we were using this braces. Similarly in dictionary also we are using this braces, but here we have key, data pair. So this is a single item. This is another second item. Okay. So it is a set of key, value pairs. This pair. Okay. So dictionary is unordered, changeable, and no duplicates are allowed. So it is similar to the sets. In sets also it is unordered. There is no particular order when we store in set. Similarly in dictionary there is no particular order. It can happen in any order, and it is changeable. We can change the elements of the dictionary, and no duplicates are not allowed. We cannot have any duplicate pairs. You cannot have any duplicate key values. But data values, we can have same values for different keys. Okay. So duplicates are not allowed in dictionary. Then keys. Keys can be any immutable data item. So keys, this and or jaws can be any immutable data item can be used as keys. So it can be string, it can be number, or a number means it can be an integer value, or it can be a tuple also. So it can be any immutable data item which cannot be changed. So it should be an immutable data item. This key should be an immutable data item which cannot be changed, that cannot be changed. Okay. Data value can be anything. It can be string or any type of data item can be stored in this case. Here we are storing only phone number. Okay. So next is how to create a dictionary. So dictionaries are written with curly brackets of braces and have keys, values as pairs and separated by commas. So it is formed using curly brackets as in the case of sets. And in sets we are separating simply elements with commas. But here we have key, values as pairs. Keys, values as pairs. And also it can be created using dict construct also. Dict constructor can also be used to create this. dictionary. Okay, we will see some example. So if I want to create a phone number dictionary, I can use the braces. Now if I want to store some names, Anton, I have to use this colon. So this is Anton is the key value, key, and the data value is some number. Let it be some number. I'm not looking at the number of digits, so it will be some numbers. 10-digit phone number, let it be 10-digit phone number, then separated by commas. You can have any other number. Jack. Okay, I am using Jack, a colon, some other phone number if I am storing. So in this way you can store a dictionary. So this is how you can create a dictionary. So this is one way to create a dictionary. So if it is an empty dictionary, you have already seen when we have seen the sets. So to create, we try to create an empty set like this. But you have seen that this is actually a dictionary that is being created. If you are giving like this, it is an empty dictionary. It is an empty dictionary that is being created. It is not a set that is created. We have already seen this when we have studied set. Okay. So this is an empty dictionary that was created. Now if you check, it's empty. Okay, I'll store this element again, these elements again. So these are the elements of that dictionary. So it will contain key. This is the key. Anton is the key, and this is the value of that num. This is Jack, and this is the value. And you can have any type of keys. So if you want to have another thing, fruits equal to, you want to create another dictionary. So this keys can be any immutable data element. So I can use this immutable, and you can have any type of elements as key data values. So here I am using a string. Now next to two I'll be using some other list. Maybe I can use a list as a data value. Okay. Now if I want to use some other element, string or some other tuple, so anything can be stored like this. So here the keys are 1 and 2 and 3 are the keys, and the data values, first one is string and second one is list. So if you check, it will be like this. Fruits will be given like this. So it will be key, comma, a key colon data value pair. Key colon data value pair. Okay, this is a list. So any type of data value can be stored as data value. Any type of data, any data type can be used. Okay, but the key should be immutable item. Here we have used a string. Here we have used an integer. And you can use other tuples also as this thing. Okay, keys. So in this way you can create this thing. Then there is another way to create dictionaries. We can use the constructor. Dict constructor can be used. Dict constructor is there to create dictionary. So if I want to create my dict equal to, if I want to create an empty dictionary, you can simply use like this. So this will be an empty dictionary. So if I check, there won't be any elements in it. So it's an empty dictionary. So you can use the dict keyword. Now if I want to store some elements, my dict equal to dictionary of. Okay. And you can store any type of elements in it. Any type of elements can be stored in this dictionary. So I will use the same elements like this. So I am using the same thing here. I am copying it. Now if I check my dict, so it will contain all the three elements. Okay, key data value pairs will be there. Now if I want to store list like this. So if I want to create another dictionary like my dict 1 equal to, now I am using a list to store. So if I am using 25, so I'll be using a list here. I am using a list pairs here. Okay, I'll be using some list pairs. Okay, now 24. So if I want to create like this, it is possible to create like this. So I can store anything. Let it be any string like Arun. Okay. Then I'll store some other element like 34, comma, and bow. Okay. Okay. In this way, you can store, you can create dictionary also. You can use this thing to create this dictionary. So it will be pairs. So this will be pairs of this element. So it will be pairs like this. You can store such kind of dictionary. So I forgot to. So sorry. I have forgotten to use this keyword dict. I didn't use the constructor. That's why it has created a list itself. So I am using a dict here. Okay. Now if I check my dict 1, you will get a list like a dictionary like this. Here I have created a dictionary only. So if you want to create a here I created a list. So if I want to create a dictionary, you have to use this keyword, and you can give like this pairs. If you give like this pairs, automatically it will become a pair. Key, comma, data, key, colon, data value, pairs will be there. So if you give something like inside a list, then it will automatically take those pairs like this. Okay. So it is possible to create dictionary like this also. Okay. Then, so that's all about creating dictionary. So using there are two ways to create. Using braces, you can create. Using braces, you can create. So braces should contain key, colon, data value as pairs separated by commas. Or you can use the constructor dict. So using dict constructor also, you can create a list. Okay. Now we'll go back to the slide. So these are some of the examples. This is empty list. Then we have seen how to create a phone list, and all this list we can create different types of data elements. So we can use different data values can be used. Here we are using different strings. We are using a list here as data value. Then we are use the dict constructor. We are using the same thing, and using the dict constructor, we can give as a list as pairs like this. We can get the dictionary output like this. Okay. Next topic is how to access elements from a dictionary. So in the case of list, we have used indexing. So by using indexes, we can access the elements. But we have already mentioned in the case of dictionary, it is unordered. There is no particular order. There is no particular order of storing the elements. Any elements can appear first, or any elements can appear second. So there is no particular order in the case of dictionary. So what we use here is dictionary uses keys. So keys can be directly used to access the elements. Okay. Keys can be used either inside square brackets or with the get method. So there are two methods to access the elements from a list. So we can either use square brackets. So within square brackets, we will give the key value, or with the get method, we can access the elements. So if we are using square brackets, key error is raised in case if the key is not found in the dictionary. So if that key value is not present, in the dictionary, if we use square brackets, then key error will be returned. In the case of get method, it will return none if the key is not found. So that's the difference between this square brackets and get method. We can use anything to access an element. We will see some examples. So I will take the previous example. We have phone numbers. So using square brackets, you can access phone of if you want to access Anton. So what you have to do is you have to use Anton using square brackets. Inside the square brackets, you can give the key value. So we can give the key here. So if we give this, that value will be returned. So using the square brackets, and within square brackets, you have to enter the key name. Okay. So you will get the value. So in this way, you can access, or you can use the get method. So get is a method. So you should have a data object. So phone is a data object. Phone dot get of, and if you want to get Anton or Jack, you can simply get the Jack. So if we give like this, you will get the data value of Jack. So you can either use square brackets or you can use the get method. So it will be phone dot get of that particular key. So you will get the result. So you will get the data value. So in both ways you can access. So now we will see what is the difference between these two. If we are using the square bracket, the problem is if that name is not present. So I am giving Anthony. Instead of Anton, I am giving Anthony. Now what happens is key error will be found, because since that Anthony is not present in this phone list, a key error will be raised. But in the case of if we are using the same thing, I am giving as Jackson. Okay, I am using the get method Jackson. So if we get there, none will be returned. Even though Jackson is not present, no error will be there. It will return a none object. It is not present. So that is the difference between this get and square bracket. So we can access the elements using square bracket, or you can use the get method. Now we'll go back to the slides. So these are the examples. Phone we have to access, how to use the get method, and what's the difference it is shown here. Okay. Next topic is how to change and add elements in a list. How to change elements, change the elements, and also how to add the elements. Okay. So dictionaries are mutable. Mutable means we can change the elements. Also, we can add the elements. If we want to change some elements, it is possible to change the elements in a dictionary. And also, if we want to add new elements to the dictionary, it is also possible since it is mutable. So, can add new items or change the value of existing items using the assignment operator. We can simply use the assignment operator to add new items. Or if you want to change the value of existing items, it is also possible using the assignment operator. That is equal operator. So if key is already present, then existing value gets updated. So when we give this value, if the key is already present, then that key's data value will be updated with a new value. If it is not present, if that key is not present, a new pair is added to the dictionary. A new pair will be added to the dictionary. So we will see some example. So here we will check the phone number. Now we have phone like this. If you want to change something, so what you have to do is using the accessing operator. How will you access? So if we want to change, now I am changing to Anton. Okay. Now I want using the assignment operator, I can change its value. So Anton is already present. I want to change his number to a new number. Okay. So if I give like this, it will be automatically updated. If I check the phone now, the phone number has been changed. So if the Anton is present, this key is present. Since key is present, what it does is it will assign this value to the existing data value. Now this is changed to a new value. Okay. Now we will check whether if that element is not present. Now I am adding Anthony. Anthony equal to some number I am giving. So this Anthony is not present. There is no error at all. So since Anthony is not present, what happens is, if we check that Anthony is being added to the dictionary. So in this way, you can add and change the existing value. In order to change, you have to give the, using the accessing only, you have to give the key in square brackets and you have to give a new value. In order to change it, or in order to add a new element into it, you can simply add like this. Using the assignment operator itself, you can use the same square brackets to access and you have to give some values and that value will be added to the dictionary. It can be positioned at any order. Maybe it will appear first or it may appear second. Because this is unordered. Dictionary is unordered, it can appear at any position. Okay. So these are some of the examples. We have already seen the examples, phone number, and we are trying to change this phone number. You have to simply use this equals operator, equals or assignment operator. You can assign this value, or if it is not present, new value will be added. New key column data pair will be added. Now next topic is to how to remove elements from a dictionary. So we have already mentioned it is mutable, so we can remove elements also. So we can use different methods are there. First one is pop method. Using pop method, we can remove a particular element. So it removes an item with a provided key and returns a value. It will remove, you will see the example, then you will understand. So using pop method, we can remove a particular item. Then there is pop item method. It can be used to remove and return an arbitrary element. It can be any element. If we are using pop method, we can remove a particular key. We can provide a particular key and we can remove that. If we are using this pop item, any arbitrary element will be removed. We cannot say that this will be first element will be removed or last element. Some arbitrary element will be removed. Okay. Then there is clear method also. If we use clear method, the whole dictionary will be deleted. All the elements will be removed using the clear method. And we can also use the del keyword to remove individual items, or the entire dictionary can be removed using the del keyword. Okay, we will see some examples, then you will understand this. Now we have a phone. Now if we want to remove a particular element, you can use the pop method. Since it's a method, there should be a data object and pop, and you can give any name. Now I am giving Anton. So that element will be popped and the data value will be returned. Now if you check phone, that element won't be there. So if you want to remove a particular element, you can simply use the pop method by giving the particular key. In this way, you can remove a particular element from a dictionary. Now if you want to arbitrarily remove some element, if you want to remove some arbitrary element, I will add this element first. Okay. I will add this element once more. One more element will be added. So phone contains this number of elements. Now I try to use the pop item. If I want to remove arbitrary element, I simply use pop item. No keys will be given. I will simply use phone.pop item. Okay, it is also a method. That's why phone as a data object that is being used. Phone.pop item will remove some element. So they have removed added. So it is an arbitrary. It is not the last element that is being removed. Any element may be removed. It selects an arbitrary element randomly. So it will be arbitrary element will be removed and it will be removed. That pair will be returned. So here what happens is, if you are popping that element, that data value will only be returned. Here in the case of pop item, that pair which is removed will be returned as a returned here. Okay. So in this way you can remove. Now if you want to delete all the elements, you can use the clear method. Phone.clear. So if you want to remove all the elements, so this will be removed as such. So phone is an empty dictionary now. You can use the clear method to remove everything. Okay. Now I will show the use of del. Del can also be used. Phone equal to, I will use the same elements here. Okay. I will first create the dictionary here. So now phone will contain these elements. Now using del also. Now using del also, you can remove all these items. Okay. Del, simply you can use phone of any person. If I want to remove Jack, I can simply Jack, J is capital, Jack. So that will be deleted. Now if you check phone, that element will be deleted. So this has been deleted. Now if you want to delete the whole dictionary, you can simply use del phone. So the whole dictionary will be deleted. Now if you check phone, it will be undefined. Phone is not defined. So it has deleted. Our whole dictionary has been deleted. Okay. So this is how removing elements using pop, and pop item arbitrary element will be deleted, and clear everything will be deleted. Now all the elements will be deleted and it will be an empty dictionary now. Okay. So here phone we are using delete. You can either use in like this, you can simply delete this, and if you check phone, that phone is not defined will be shown. The whole dictionary itself will be deleted in the case of del. But here when we clear it, only the elements will be removed, but still that dictionary will be there. That empty dictionary will be there. So that's the difference between this del and clear. Okay. So these are the references. Thank you.